I want a man that looks like he can work out on the farm or on a, I don't want to say something inappropriate on accident, electrician, whatever. I want someone that can do the hard work and isn't afraid to get dirty, but can also put on a nice shirt and look sexy at dinner.
Oh, she wants it
I
all
don't want
then,
someone that looks like they're dealing side.
right?
That's some girls' things. It's not mine. Like, what am I missing here? I'm done. 3 days and I'm happy to keep doing my own and dating myself. So.
And at this point, you're not choosing not to date. What's happening is that nobody is wanting to date you. What is going on, fellas? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. Today, it is Sunday. I decided to take a few days off. I am back. We are making a video. And these clips today are especially delusional for some reason, so let's just go ahead and get it started. And hey, how's it going? My name's Rat Boy. Let's do it.
Y'all, why is dating in your 40s such a hard thing? Like, for real. I have so many questions. I don't even know where to start. Most of you know me. I purposely have not dated up till this point. And I was just reminded exactly why. I have a couple of dating profiles out there like Hinge and a couple other things that like I opened a year or so ago and I left out there because, I don't know, I guess maybe when my friends asked, I could be like, oh, I'm trying or whatever, because a lot of them had urged me to open them. But truthfully, no, I haven't had time. I haven't had time to date, focus on, building my financial life, taking care of my kids, taking care of me, knowing who I am and healing. Like,
That is why dating is so difficult for you. You just answered your own question right there. The puzzle has been solved. The riddle has been unriddled for you, miss. Okay, you're in your 40s, you have kids, you're back dating, you're trying to heal. I mean, these are all red flags. These are all red flags for a lot of different types of men. And I can only assume what types of men you've been going after. So this is not going to be a mystery there. I mean, are we really going to play this game? Are we really going to play this game here where you're not going to be sitting there thinking that you deserve the world, that you deserve the hottest dude on every dating app? These are the dudes you've been matching with. And then you wonder why dating is so hard. Very interesting.
That's been what I have been focused on for 4 years. So I just haven't really given a fuck, I guess. This weekend, I was like, I'm going to put some effort in. Yeah, I joined Bumble. 3 days, and y'all assholes reminded me why we aren't doing this, and, like, I'm done with it. Like, I just have so many questions. First of all, to the men that post things like, I'm happily married, but my wife knows and I'm just looking for a little extra. Bitch, if you have to get on an app and look for extra, you were not happily married. You were not happy in a real marriage, and you're just slower to the divorce lawyer than the rest of us. Okay? True, you do you. That's just my opinion. Personal thoughts. Obviously keep doing your own thing. But that's not a happy marriage.
Well, look, just because you're not looking for a situation like that doesn't necessarily mean that that man isn't going to get what he wants. This is something I've brought up. This is something I've brought up over and over again, which is that these men that are getting on these dating apps are usually in relationships already. They're already married. They're already seeing someone. So these men are very similar to what these women are doing. They are holding out for the best one. They're always looking to upgrade. See how easy dating apps makes it to do that? And then these women are wondering like, oh, well, this guy, these women are matching with these men that are completely out of their league. This dude's looking for a second wife because he can afford it, because he can, attract it. She's sitting there like, oh, no, that's not for me. Okay, well, then move on. What are you doing here? You're on a dating app. What do you expect?
2. Boys in your 20s, I would say men, but boys in your 20s. Why are you trying to date 40-year-old women? You could be my kid. I have a kid in their 20s. I don't need to date one. Can someone explain that to me? Can someone explain to me, like, why you move out of your mom's house and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to date me another mom. How cool. No. Also,
I'll go ahead and throw an answer out there real quick, and a lot of guys agree with this, but Normally, when any man, and I'm gonna say pretty much any man out there on a dating app, and this is what has been the assumption all along, is that if you're a man between the ages of 20 and 80 and you're on a dating app and you see a single mom in her 40s, then they're going to hit you up because it's like a, I don't want to say easy, but that's kind of what dating apps have been known for. Single moms get on there, they're only looking to hook up. Dating apps are hookup apps, anyways. I mean, everybody knows this. So, yeah, you're a single mom on a dating app looking to hook up. I mean, these guys are going to try to message you. Okay. The idea of, and here's the thing, it might have happened a few times. You know, we can look back in the past and say, okay, well, how many single moms with multiple kids that are, pushing 50 and that are, morbidly obese, how many of these women have successfully found their next husband on a dating app? Those percentages might be, they might surprise me. I'm not going to go Google that information, but those odds might be outstanding for these types of women. But I would just think that they aren't that good. And that, yeah, maybe these women might match on dating apps, but it's not going to lead to anything substantial when it comes to a relationship. It's going to lead to either smashing pretty soon upon meeting, or getting into a relationship and then being led on for years and then, possibly dumped or divorced that way. So they're not going to be these long lasting relationships where they're both like 89 years old looking at each other and, oh, we've been together forever. I just don't see that happening with women like this in dating app. I think these women will eventually get, do what they've done over and over in the past, which is find a dude, hook up, possibly get pregnant or whatever, and then move on to the next one.
Also, if you were old enough to be my dad, yeah, anyway, grooming. This one gets me. Do people just not groom anymore? Is everybody like, the beard look is so cool that I just have to grow any single possible facial hair I can? Because there is a difference between a really groomed and sexy AF beard and someone that looks like they just walked out of a meth house. And I hate to break it to you, but a lot of you look like the latter. So there's ways to groom your beard and clean the scruff around the edges. Like, I don't know, ladies. Is this just me?
Fellas, is it just me, or is it like, why do women do this? Okay, and then just hear me out. Why do women look like they, instead of looking like they've just stepped, out of a gym, they always look like they've been spending the night behind a Whataburger dumpster? You ever notice this? You ever notice how they just look like they just eat just some of the most unhealthy foods? You can tell that there was like regular McDonald's and, the Frappuccinos and the milkshakes. And, there's a difference in how you look stepping out of a gym than how you look stepping out of a McDonald's. You know what I mean? So why do women do this? Maybe if you were less concerned, ma'am, on the way men present themselves and more concerned on how you present yourself and your features, maybe this wouldn't even be an issue. Okay, I don't think you have any leg to stand on when it comes to judging people by the way they look, because a woman like you would be the first to say, oh, well, my size does not determine my whatever, my value, right? And yet you're sitting here doing this about men and beards. If you don't want to date a man with a beard, then go date a 20-year-old dude. They're probably not going to have a beard yet. Okay? It's simple stuff. This is the whole disconnect here, is these women are so quick to judge these men, sitting here saying, oh, well, I don't like men like this. I don't like men. Like, bitch, look at you for a second, okay? Look at what you got going on here. You are loaded down with burdens. This dude, he owns his own house. He owns his own car. He owns his own business. He has a scruffy beard. Oh, well. And you're sitting here with like, what, 3 kids, post 40, loaded down with trauma. What are we doing here? You have no right to sit here and judge men because of the type of facial hair they choose to have. Let's continue.
I want a man that looks like he can work out on the farm, or I don't want to say something inappropriate on accident, electrician, whatever. I want someone that can do the hard work and isn't afraid to get dirty, but can also put on a nice shirt and look sexy at dinner.
Oh, she wants it all then, right?
I don't want someone that looks like they're dealing drugs on the side.
Right.
That's some girls' things. It's not mine. Like, what am I missing here? I'm done. 3 days and I'm happy to keep doing my own and dating myself. So
And at this point, you're not choosing not to date. What's happening is that nobody is wanting to date you. That's the thing. The options you're getting are not the options you want. You're matching with a lot of dudes. You're swiping yes on a lot of dudes, but these dudes are not swapping yes on you. And it hurts. It hurts some of these women. I would say that would be good advice, though. Get off the dating apps. Concentrate on your family. Concentrate on your kids. Concentrate on possibly going to a gym and eating less or something. And then, yeah, do that. I'm not sure why you wouldn't do that to begin with. Get your own house in order before you start to involve yourself in these men's lives. Let the men keep their beards. Let the men keep their homes. Leave them alone. Go talk to your kids. Take care of your families. It's not that hard. I mean, you're pushing 50. You don't need to be dealing with all these random men anyways.
Dating in your 40s is the worst. Like, okay, not the worst because I could go to Chick-fil-A and order chicken nuggets, and then when I get my bag, they could be grilled and not crispy. That's the worst. But dating in your 40s is right up there, I'll tell you that. So I decided that I'm just gonna stay single for a while, and I don't know what, binge.
That wasn't a decision. You had no choice. Okay, you had no choice. These aren't decisions these women are making. They're being pushed into these types of situations to where they're saying, okay, well, I decided not to date. No, this isn't your decision. Okay. These men are deciding not to involve themselves with you. And so you're either getting no matches at all, or the matches you are getting are these men that you think are these just bottom of the barrel dudes, when in reality, these men are perfect for you. They're on your level. They have everything that you have and maybe even more, that they're probably above you in a lot of ways. They're probably too good for you, but these men will still match with you because a lot of these men just match with everyone. So yeah, these men are matching with her, but she is completely delusional, thinking, oh, well, I'm going to decide to stop dating. You ain't deciding to stop shit. Okay. You have to stop. There's a difference.
Binge Netflix, I guess, and order DoorDash and probably Chick-fil-A and hope that my nuggets come crispy. But over the past few years, I have worked on myself. I've actually become a different person, I'd say. However, I am still the loudmouth person that will tell you whatever you want. And not whatever you want, whatever I want and how it is. I'm still very sarcastic. It's probably my first language still. And yes, I've also learned how to be in a relationship. I said that right. At this stage of my life, I did not know how to be in a relationship. And I also didn't know how to love someone. I also said that again. So, yeah.
So now we're starting to see why she's having so many issues finding a man, keeping a man, being involved with men. She just admitted that she's argumentative. She complains. She tells you everything she wants to tell you, and nothing can filter her. So yeah, she's a headache. She's definitely a headache, and there's a lot going on here. Whenever a woman says, "Oh, I've changed," these women are changing. These women are different people. Run. Run, because she could be different later on too. You don't know who this bitch is. She's completely different, dude. Run. This is completely insane. You would get, and look, I get it. You're looking for the views, right? You're trying to get the views, but this is completely insane where you're getting in front of a camera and just saying all this rant. Why? Lady, you're in your 40s. This is delusional. It really is. So yeah, well, we can go ahead and just stop the video there, and you know why these women are single. But let's go ahead and let's finish this out and let's see what else she has to say.
So those have helped me a lot to also dating in your 40s. You kind of need to know those things. I learned that communication is key. I learned to communicate. I've learned a lot, and it had walls that were up really high. I mean, these walls were thick and high. If you got by those prior to me taking them down, you were a magician. I'll just tell you that. So when you're dating in your 40s, it's like going to Goodwill and search into those bins, hoping to get the good stuff. And if you're lucky to find something like that, then you should hold on to it.
Yeah, hold on to that. But here's something very interesting with the comment she just made about women. And sometimes they'll say that they had their walls up, or they very interesting narrative that they'll sometimes throw in there. But basically what she's saying is that she has been actively refusing these men that she's been getting in relationships with. She's saying she's good in a relationship. She's saying she knows how to be in a relationship. But then it's these same types of women that will turn off the intimacy. They will refuse to spend any time with these men. They will refuse nighttime visits with these men occasionally, and they could even be living together. And these are the situations where even living with these women is just a complete hell, which I've always said, do not live with these women. Just do not do it. Keep your own place, keep your own sanity, keep your peace. You need to go somewhere where you can lock women like this out if you need to. Like if you need to slam the door in her face and be alone, you can. And just never give her a key. Just leave her out there, and then you can have your peace in your own place. But do not live with these women.
And nobody is a perfect person. You just need somebody perfect for you. I'm not perfect. I have flaws. Like every one of us have flaws, especially at our age in life. Like we're already halfway through life if you think about it. We have all been through. Everyone's been through something. If you can say you haven't been through anything, then please walk away. Please go. Just go. I don't even want to hear it because you've definitely been through a lot, and we don't got time for that. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm just going to stay single, and
a lot of women are choosing, and I say choosing very comedically, obviously, but yeah, they are having to stay single because men are just not, they just don't care. These men are not giving these women attention anymore. These men just do not care, especially once they hit 40. I mean, and all these women are in their 40s, and they're wondering, oh, why aren't these men giving me attention? Why aren't these men involving themselves with these women and in these women's lives? Like, look, you're 40, you got kids, possibly, and this is just reality. A lot of women in their 40s are single moms. That's just the percentage. I mean, that's the statistics. I mean, it is what it is. You can't change the statistics. These men are not trying to change anything. These men are using dating apps for what they're supposed to be used for, which is finding women to take back to their place and blow their back out. That's the entire situation here. If you're a 40-year-old and you're getting on a dating app hoping to find your Prince Charming, your one and only husband forever, you might be a little disappointed. You might be a little disappointed if you're a single mom trying to do that and they're in her 40s. There might be some disappointment there. That's all I'm saying.
The realness of this comment. But I feel like I've noticed another even more worrying trend recently on the apps, which is not only do the men not seem to ask you any questions that they've thought of themselves, they also seem to not be able to reciprocate questions that I ask them. So recently, I asked a guy, had he ever lived outside of Northern Ireland? We talked about him living in Boston. We actually had a bit of a chat about it back and forth. Not once did he say to me, what about you? Have you ever lived outside of Northern Ireland? And there have been multiple examples of this where I've asked questions and the men answer and they don't even go, oh, what about you? The same question right back at you. Nope, they just answer the question about themselves and stop talking.
It's because they don't have to ask you a question. That's because you're probably still talking to this man at this point. These men do not have to try. These are the same men that these women match with that are like gym influencers. These are the same men that are like models almost that these men are matching with. And then they wonder why they don't have good conversational skills. You really think these men want to have a conversation with you when they're just trying to meet up and smash? That's the last thing they would want to do is have a conversation with you. If a guy isn't asking you questions about your life, guess what? He doesn't care about you. Whoa, that's crazy. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about finding out information about you because he's probably looking for one thing. And that one thing, once he finds out that it's not going to happen and that you want to have conversations and these women want to be in relationships. Look, these guys it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. When will we get past the point where these women in their 40s are going to stop using the the dating apps? I don't know. And look, here's proof. I haven't been at. Let's read this comment for a second, you guys. Okay, I haven't been asked a question by a man in about 4 years. Very interesting. These women are not even getting asked questions from men because these men do not care. But these women are going to say in all of these videos that they're choosing not to date. They're choosing to be single. I don't think that's how it works. Okay. That's kind of like saying, let's take the movie Evil Dead 2, right? So Evil Dead 2, you have Ash. His girlfriend just got ended. I can't say the word, but her head got rolled off and she got ended. And he gets in the car and he tries to drive away, right? He's driving to the bridge. The bridge is out. The bridge is up. It is completely, mangled. He can't get over the bridge to get away. So is he choosing to stay at the cabin, or is he refusing, or is he, unable to get away? That's the thing. Is it his choice at that point? Because that's kind of how these women are phrasing it. These women are choosing not to date. When in reality, the bridge is out. The bridge is mangled. They want to cross the bridge. They want to date, but they can't. They're not able to. These men are not allowing them to get past the bridge. That's just kind of the way I see it. So yeah, it's one of the biggest copes out there. A lot of times these women post these videos for these copes, but let me know what you guys think. That is going to be the end of today's episode. Have a great weekend. I will catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.